champions, welcome. The squares have aligned and bingo is nigh. It's time for Elden Squares Season 3, and most importantly, the Jack.com charity event. Today we have a big matchup between Tankin, Top, and Wamp Wamp with playoff buys on the line. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, we have the team that is looking to secure the number 2 overall seed. They are led by their primary base game player. I gotta get the players flipped. Their primary DLC player is Via's champion, one of the great originators who actually came up with the idea for this event, and we have expanded upon it and brought it to what it is, and it is none other than Elamis, Via's champion. And her teammate is one of the best players in the history of the sport. He has been playing bingo for as long as it has been around on the grassroots scene. He's won titles, he's won podiums, but there would be nothing bigger for him in his career than claiming his first Elden Squares title after back-to-back second places, and a first-round bye would be huge for him to achieve that goal. It is none other than Tank Top Helios and their opponents fighting out of the blue corner. We have the main man, the champion of the Scadu Bingo, Omenvale, the guy who just bamboozled me and played a bingo game that I thought was serious and official, but instead, they were being mind controlled the entire time. None other than Strump and his teammate, someone who was known as the bingo hater because he hated this game and only liked rando, but now he has seen the light and has become a huge fan and a dominant player here in Elden Squares Season 3. It is none other than the Bingo Hater Wonder. Now let's get ready to run that board and square off. All right, Rambler, are you ready to go here?
Yes.
All right. Let me make sure all the lobby settings are correct. Perfect. And here we go. Rambler, center square here.
Dragon Lord Placido Sex.
All right. Well, Rambler, can you run us through the board intro? I just realized Ellie and Helios seem to be flipped.
Okay. We see Bloodhound Knight while summoning Blight as a center square. It's a very fast square. It does put you behind on going to Alta, but it is a very nice center square to go and rush it. Let's see. Dragon Lord Placido Sex is in the corner in the very first row. We see only a handful of GLC squares. Only 6 light lit up.
I rolled every official board I roll has no DLC, so you know, it's just how it is at this point.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. And they are not that interesting to just go for. Like, it's not something that is gonna necessarily make or break your game. So we might see all 4 players actually sticking around in the base game for longer this time. We have a bit of like a very spread out board here, but we have some synergies that we can see. For example, in the other corner, row 5, we see Dragonheart bosses, and in the same line, we see Borealis, the Freezing Fog. So it might be a rush as well. Like, it's a very nice square to go, especially with Omen Killer Cleaver in one of the classes. And Steeple, I see, with Helios. We can also see 6 bosses in Lingrave, which goes well with the center square. Bloodhound Knight while summoning Blight. Maliketh, Loretta, Knight of the Halig Tree. We have a lot of very nice big fights here on this board. So I think both teams will want to delay DLC for a little bit, so they don't have to be stranded there. Like, probably everybody's gonna make 12 first thing before going to the DLC, because there's plenty of things to do, like Lightning Ram to kill 10 sheep is a very fast square in this format because you just basically get 2 autos and then you have a Grace nearby. Same thing goes for Colossal Finger Creeper, actually not very fast because it's a very bad fight, but you can do either that you can do that in the DLC or you can do that next to Fire Giant. 3 Catacombs is also a fast square if you want to do it in Lingrave. So like it's a very interesting board to navigate. I think like if that was like any other set of teams that are more like fixated in one player going DLC, the other player sticking around in base game, it would be harder to navigate. But both of these teams, like all 4 players, are very comfortable in the DLC or in the base game, especially in the base game. So I think it's gonna be a very interesting match to see when you decide to make that run, collect your second remembrance to go into the DLC.
Yeah, this board's so weird because of how light it is. Like, average is supposed to be around 10, 11, right? But this board rolled really, really low for DLC, right?
Very low, yeah.
So the way that you need to navigate that's pretty interesting. The question too, I think one of the big keys for me is Wanderer is a very aggressive player in the early game, right? And so is Helios, right? Do we see a situation where they both go for the same play and, you know, maybe snipe each other, right? How aggressive do they want to be? What can you synergize with in order to get to the DLC? Like, I don't know. Do we potentially see a crazy Malekith Plasty rush to get into the DLC or something? Probably not.
Yeah, we see
but, like,
Strump is going straight for the center square.
Yeah, Strump is going straight for center square. And also, now that we're back from ads, actually, I do want to say something here. So I'm going to explain the format a little bit. And also, I want to give credit because actually, Catalyst, I know you've not been a part of this, like, in terms of directly. But, you know, one of the things that we looked at a lot when we were creating this format, because initially this was supposed to be a fun charity event, or like a fun, obviously we're having a charity event now, but this whole season was supposed to just be a fun community activity, right? It wasn't supposed to be competitive, but it's built into a very competitive thing, right? And a lot of that was listening to player feedback from the Bingo Brawlers season 3, right? About because that was also a 2v2 format, and about how we could make improvements, right? And, you know, Catalyst was actually one of the biggest thing that he talked about was having an element of map progression, right? And we really built this format all around that, right? It is base plus DLC with map progression. All players start out within the base game, and they have unlocked graces pre-Altus. Once they get Altus access, they will be able to go to post-Altus graces, including mountaintops, etc. Also, there's additional progression elements to it that are kind of baked into it that are more niche. Like, for instance, to get to Fair Missoula, you don't have to kill Fire Giant. The reason why is because it was too much of a chokehold that could end up being uncompetitive, but you do need to run to the foot of the forge. You need to run from the mountaintops grace, the start of the mountaintop, not what is it? The one by the fort, whatever it is, the one by that castle, and then run all the way there. As Strump gets crabbed.
Died to the crab.
Crabbed.
How did he die to the crab?
I have no idea.
What the hell, Strump?
He was probably just reading the. Honestly, what it was is he was probably. My guess is he was probably just reading the board and not paying attention, and ran straight because he ran straight into the crab. He just ran straight into a crab. I guess that's my guess.
This is not LCL, Strump.
But yeah, and then for the players to get into the DLC, they need to kill any 2 remembrances. The one piece of advice I will say that we didn't take from Kata is I'm pretty sure you were a big component of the Bingo Lines win. We did not seal that. We stuck with the 2 points extra for Bingo. And the first team to 13 points wins. So yeah, I just wanted to explain the format and everything, and also a little bit of why, because we did listen to a lot of feedback from the Bingo Ballers format when we were thinking about incorporating this into ours. It was a big part of the development. And lastly, this is obviously a charity event for charity, so let's see if we can let's raise as much money as we can for these teams. Yeah, and if you have any questions, also I will try to get to anyone, not just Kata. I know obviously he's special, but we'll get to anybody, right? So if you're first time viewer, if you have any questions, please let us know. We'll try to get to you on commentary. And if we can't get to you on commentary, like half the chat is players. We have 60 players in this league. You can check the website. There's also charity information on there, as well as the Elden Squares information. And yeah, so we have almost 60 players in the league. And if we can't get to your question for whatever reason on commentary, then someone in the chat definitely will. But yeah, this 100%. Is super off meta, because normally the meta is you have a primary DLC player and the primary base game player, right? For these teams, Ellie's prime role is DLC, and so is Strump's. Meanwhile, Helios and Wander are both primary base game players, right? And normally the meta has become get your base game player to the DLC or to Altus as fast as possible, typically through Makar. Early on, Virgins was very popular, but the meta shifted and it's become Makar very often. And then get into the DLC as fast as possible for your DLC player. Meta route is Godric Granola. That's just the fastest way. However, this board is so strange in that the gold squares are the DLC squares. Average DLC is probably about 11 squares. It's about a 55 to 60% weight for DLC base game squares, because all players start out within the base game. But here we have a very different board, and we see all of the players starting out probably not going to rush Godric Granola. And there's a chance Trump does, but I don't really think you need to be first in the DLC here.
Oh yeah, probably not. Actually, it might be detrimental, right? Because you're not in a position to contest all the squares.
Yeah, and I will say this was a board that, Ellie and Helios were 6-1, right? Going into their last game, where they lost to Cronies in Lemon, right? And that was a board that was also played pretty weird and pretty base game heavy. They said this was something they wanted to adapt to going into the playoffs, right? Because there is a likelihood that you have a weird board in the playoffs and they don't want to lose on a weird board. So we'll see if any of those changes have been made, because this is another kind of back-to-back very light DLC board.
Yeah, I can see that. Like, it's an interesting combination here.
Feel better, Jam, by the way.
That you could do before going to the DLC, keeping the rush intact, right? Like theoretically speaking, Trump could do Bloodhound Knight and then do Godric. That's 3 bosses in the engrave already, and could do the other 3 catacombs. That builds 2 lines for you. Gets a lot of blocks, obviously. So it's not like the worst possible way of doing this, and then going to the DLC through doing Renala. But I think Trump is only going to mark it because of Death to. Otherwise, he would be just probably just pushing the center square, and because it didn't get marked, he knows.
Yeah, that's really a heads up play by Trump. Because actually he's going to get a little bit of a snipe here on Ellie, because Ellie just killed Kale. That's the fastest way to do the Bloodhound Knight while summoning Blide, because if you kill him, you get that finger snap gesture, which is what you need. So unfortunately, we need to say bye-bye to our merchant Santa Claus and just kill him, because Siege.
It is faster.
Yeah. We see Helios here entering the Magmor Makar fight, so it looks like he will be the first one to Altus. And where the hell did Wander find Dust Poker?
I think it was one of the starting weapons. I think Helios just prefer to go with Cheapo.
Yeah, Wander is a big fan of Dust Poker. I know Helios is not. Helios is has done some speed running. He's really been majority in the competitive scene, right? But he has done some speed runs. Nothing super crazy, but he was always a has always been a Bloodhounds fan guy. He has no interest in the Deathrite Bird RNG fest.
Oh yeah, that is very brutal. But I would.
Oh,
I would
and
say
Helios
that,
makes
like,
a rare mistake there, dying to Makar. I mean, they are one. He was one shot, and
stuck.
that
got
just
stuck in the jump.
yeah. It happens, but it's one of these things we've kind of taken for granted. And by the way, look at that. That was absolutely textbook, like perfect placement from Wander there. I don't know. Maybe he got lucky. Maybe he's just that good. But either way, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, because that he nearly got absolutely decked. And there we see Bloodhound Night summoning Blight, and Wander's dead here too, because he got pushed into the lava.
Yeah, that wasn't textbook this time.
Yeah. Yeah, Rare, I honestly might be one of the first Golden Order games this season where we've seen we see mistakes in the rush, but typically those mistakes in the rush are from the DLC player and Ronaldo related, right? Because Goddard Ronaldo, like I said, is the meta rush. Every once in a while, obviously, we see Makar issues because you have to do it hitless, right? And you can get hit, or relatively hitless. You can't get hit much. That being said, though, I can't think of a match this season where we've had a double Makar dust.
Yeah, it's very much related to the fact that because it's a somber weapon, you want to buy a couple stones from EG, so you probably don't level anything except weapon and the requirements. So like they are like 10 vigor. So any attack directly from Makar will kill you.
And Helios does get through it. Wander has like just enough Vig to barely live stuff.
At the same time,
it also hasn't been meta for the whole season. Like
any red.
Dectus and Virgins were a lot more popular in the first few weeks this season.
All right. So in Dragonheart bosses, they are tied 1-1. I suspect, because of the center square mark, I suspect that Helios might be looking into doing Borealis as his first thing. Just to get not only the block on column 3, but also to build the block on the diagonal. But like he must know that now he probably is behind because he died. So I don't know if that changes the plans or anything. And Ellie is also coming.
We're gonna see the weird situation where both Wander and Helios, right? Like I said, those Makar mistakes are pretty rare, right? So as a result, if you do make a mistake, players most often assume that they are behind on whatever they were going for, right? So they oftentimes will not go for what they feel is the best idea on the board because they're just too scared of being sniped, right? And in most situations you would. But we might see a play here where both of them go for their perceived like auxiliary idea because they're both gonna, when a death like that at the start kind of changes the game plan.
Yeah, and I mean counting Strump's death to the crab, which was very different. We had basically all three players dying to their challenge, if we can call the crab a challenge. Ellie might be the first one to not actually die here because, like, this Makar with double status is probably gonna go down very, very fast.
Looks like Helios is thinking about Borealis.
Yeah, Wonder is going for
unless he does
Maliketh.
Unless he does the little drop down here to get to Borealis. I don't think he's not doing it. No, yeah, he's going Maliketh. Wander likes Maliketh. He might just do Maliketh off rip. I would not be surprised. As Ellie gets through Makar,
Maliketh is pretty doable with a +4 Death Spoker.
Yeah.
Not like the most impossible. Like he's not tanky. The problem is obviously like his damage. But if you don't get hit, you don't get to experience Maliketh's damage.
Yeah, and it's very doable. It's because the crux of this format, like, so you skip Noble. The idea was, or not Noble, Duo. Because Duo sucks. right? It's just not a very competitive fight, right? Like it's with those duo bosses, right? Especially such a high scaled one, leaves a lot of room for RNG. And this is a remembrance centric format. Nearly every single remembrance in the game can be killed. The only exceptions are the ones in the
Horaloo and
Horaloo,
Elden Beast.
Elden Beast, and Consort, because without a talisman shop in the builds that they and without an offensive talisman shop, there is a talisman shop, but it's pretty defensive. It just was. We tested it, and the fights were just too long, honestly, more than anything.
That being said, though, like the ones like there is a difference though. Like Horaloo and Elden Beast, they are inaccessible. We're like when Malikev gets killed. Yeah, when Malikev gets killed, nothing happens. Capital remains what it is normally, and not Ashen Capital. Radan is accessible, but you need to kill Mesmer and Romina, and it's not a square, so nobody's gonna be doing it.
Yeah, it's a combination of the length to get to it, and we talked about other solutions, but ultimately decided to leave it out of the square set. It was there in testing and got done a few times, but decided to go
you
away
have
from
like a very good weapon and you basically hitless fight, it's not very feasible. Oh, Strump is getting like worked by the catacomb bosses. Like he almost died to the watchdog. Now the duelist
he looks like
a little bit.
He looks like me right now.
Yeah. Where's Ordovus? Save him.
With that being said, Rambler, I know, obviously we get excited, right, for these competitive matches, right? This is we live for the bingo season, right? Third season at this point, and you've been in day one. But the most important thing is we are raising money for charity here, right? So what's our goal for the match here that we can try to get to, and what are we both willing to put on the line? We're gonna go full screen with Wander here as he is going for the Colossal Finger Creeper.
Oh my god, that's insane.
So those are our main goals, our big goals, right? Oh, and Helios is going for Borealis. So we're actually going to go to the dual screen here as we put these players in on these big bosses. Well, boss in hand, right? So we'll go ahead and go to the dual screen with both of them. But as Wander does go down there, what is our, we're going to set a little side goal here for if we can reach a certain amount by the conclusion of this game?
I would love to see the Harv beard shave, but in between that, maybe something for 500. We could see that.
Helios, the scream comes out.
I mean, I already committed to like something related to the GLC.
Is there
commit to something related to the?
I already committed something related to. I committed to all bosses RO1 plus 0 no status today. All 165.
I'm gonna join
I will
you.
say what we could do.
And I'm gonna join you if we get to 8,500 before this match ends.
8,500? Okay.
Yeah,
wait,
no,
you're not gonna join Rambler. You know how long that run is, right?
It's not.
All bosses plus 0 no stat. All bosses RO1 plus 0 no status for Black Flame. All 165.
Yeah, but I don't need to do it deathless, do I?
No.
There goes Borealis.
There goes Borealis.
Do I need to do it? Do I need to do it hitless?
No. I mean, every fight.
Is that a speed run?
No.
I can do it.
Okay, well, I was gonna propose that we could pick something on stream to do, like the feat tier list that we need to do from yesterday.
We could.
Yeah,
like,
I was gonna
propose
propose
that.
Idea. I mean, if you want to suffer more, Wander's having a lot of trouble with
I don't want to suffer more. I'm trying to come up with like, Wander is suffering double here. Like, you don't go for this guy. You cannot guarantee a hitless on. Like, get some levels first.
Rambler, have you done the Smash or Pass tier list in Elden Ring?
I don't think so.
All right. Here's what we'll do. I don't know if we'll have time. The problem is, Rambler, you're gonna be gone, right? Because you won't be here at like 10 p.m. And there goes Limgrave bosses and Catacombs. So Wamp there takes a 3-1 lead. Meanwhile, Ellie kills the sheep. Lightning Ram gone 3-2. Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, good blocks there. The diagonal is a potential issue, but Helios is about to block it with Dragonheart bosses. He's done his Morag and Borealis and Makar.
So Wander needs to pivot off this hand. It sucks. I don't know why he's. Yeah.
There's no doing this with this vigor. Like, you need to be able to tank a hit because you cannot guarantee a hitless on this guy.
Yeah. There goes the Dragonheart bosses down for Helios.
Yeah, and row 5 already rearing its ugly head.
It is just not Wander's day. It is just something's off with Wander.
I mean, I know that he hates people, but not this much. I will submit to the wisdom of the crowds. Figure out a good challenge, not that like long one. Like Loser is so adamant that I should not be that. I think I should heed that advice. But I can do something. I can do something. The GLC challenge is already on the deck.
The only reason why I tell you, I mean, that's like a 100-hour run. Easily.
That is true. Well,
right.
But I think my schedule is similar to that because...
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I don't want you to do both.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So maybe something more fun. Maybe something more fun. Like something that I can do in, say, 20 hours or But it's still painful.
All right, Rambler, I have an idea. All right. So this evening, I have the hiccups. We have the boss rush from hell, right? The worst designed boss rush ever.
Yes.
How about Rambler, if we hit 8,500 during this game, we both have to do the boss rush from hell. We'll do it together, +0.
I mean, but there's not going to be an element of surprise. I'm watching it.
Yeah, but we'll have to do it again, +0 though.
+0 though.
Yes.
You know that I've never done a boss rush.
Well,
I'm a big fan of the format. I think I would rather do the other run. Anyway, we're seeing Ellie doing Radahn here. Thinking about that potential access to GLC through a boss that gives more than just the access to the GLC. And Strump is going Renala, so he's still thinking of rushing the GLC through the normal path, I would say.
Yeah, and Helios is going Crusader here. Rambler, how about a all bosses, all 207 randomizer?
That could work. That could work. That is good. That is good.
All right. Rambler, do it an all 207 bosses randomizer if we can hit 8,500 here by the end of this game. Meanwhile, Helios is going for the Crusader, and meanwhile, Wander is going for the Blackblade Kindred. I hope Wander really needs this kill. Not because for no reason other than he has made more mistakes today than I think we've seen all season from him, and he just needs to get something on the board and also get that, because once he gets this first big kill, it's something that's so important in this format. It's like you will always pretty much at the highest level have to do at least one fight on a big boss with no vig, right? Like that's just the reality.
Yeah.
But once you get through that, you get that Vig, and it makes the rest of your game so easy, and especially when he has something like the Colossal Hand, which you're probably not going to guarantee hitless. Like he basically gets 2 squares out of this.
Exactly. And also like Malikev should be quite like becomes much easier.
I mean, I think Malekith is honestly maybe kind of crazy. I think it's way easier to hitless Malekith than this BBK in this arena.
Oh no, for sure, I agree, but the problem is the line, right? Like his line. That's why Borealis was so important, despite it not being in a great position. Because Borealis is a controllable boss. It's just a dragon with some extra. So you can reliably hitless it.
Well, hitless is a bit like you want to have just a little bit, because dodging the entire, like hitlessing it, if you take a tick or two of the scream, that's one thing. It's a lot hard, which they should be able to do, right? Like completely hitlessing
with
it
this,
is
with this vigor, he just got that tick and fine.
Yeah. Sometimes we say hitless and it means kind of like bingo hitless, right? Which is just like
wizard hitless, as I call it,
like no big shots, right? Maybe not technically hitless, but yeah.
For those who don't know, wizard hitless means you don't get hit. You only get hit when you absolutely want to get hit.
And like there goes the BBK there for Wanderer. So now that gets him back on track. And that means that that'll open up the Colossal Hand for him. He looks like he's going to go to Lake of Rot to upgrade first. And Helios actually going at the same time. Meanwhile, Strump is actively working on the DLC access as he is going to kill Renala here.
Yeah, we see LA already having plus 21 Omen Killer Cleaver, which is very interesting because we've done that already. That means LA only needs another remember. See, but she will not have to do the whole path of upgrading that Strump still needs to do. So it may look like Strump is ahead because he already has killed. He's killing Renala right now. But he'll still have to find upgrade.
And Ellie's going to Mountaintop. She might go do Ellie might go Malekith.
Yeah, I think that's the call. Like Helios is going to Regina. That means at Beta.
The question here is, can Wanderer's going to get up to +8, right? And if Wanderer goes Colossal Hand, it could be a double snipe potentially.
Yeah, I think that could, like, they can trade squares. It's going to be interesting because Wanderer will probably still want to do the Colossal Finger Creeper.
Yeah. Nice job by Strump there, getting through. It looks like Helios is making progress towards Loretta. You do not have to light all the braziers. It's all about accelerated progression, right? So steps like that are removed. We still want to have the element of progression, but we don't want players to speed run for an hour to get here, right? There's a line.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, for example, Malenia is faster now, but you don't need to kill Loretta to get to Malenia. When you get this grace that he's getting, you get the grace in the Halic tree before the Rock Swamp. So you can go to Malenia, but it's not like given for free to you. Because, well, first of all, like then it becomes like who can kill Malenia fast enough because you already have the grace there. It needs to be a calculated decision. And that calculated decision, in this case, Malenia is not a Helios will probably not do it, but having to do some running to the square is important to keep the balance. Oh, Strump almost got readied there.
Yep, almost.
Oh, he did! Oh, the delay!
He pulled a ratty. He pulled a ratty. We'll go with Wander here. Watch him. Yeah, dude, he barely tanked it. Wait, did he have Elemer armor on? Is that why?
I think he might. I think he might have the gauntlet.
Insane pull that Kata knew that's what caused it. I did not notice that.
Ooh,
Yeah,
but
they
this is
don't. You are
dangerous.
right. They don't break. Oh, Wander. Hold up. Wander. The finger is now hiding from Wander. And he's out of ignition and out of red. All right, he got it. Nice. Oh my god. Wait. Hold up. Did Wander get it? Yes. That's a big snipe on Ellie. Ellie just got there.
God.
Wait. I didn't even realize how close Ellie was. Let's check in with them.
We were getting
Let's check in
like
with
the
them.
laser.
God, that fucking sucks so much ass, bro.
I'm probably in the clear for both a duo after this.
That literally was like unironically a second snipe. I had one more hit left. I hate this fucking format for that shit, dude.
Ah, the mid-game crash out. You love it. the snipe crash
And
out.
now it's a Maliketh race.
Yeah, and now it's a Malekith race.
This
We
is
got
a real
Helios in on
supersonic
Loretta, so
race.
we'll go ahead and go full screen with Helios here, and then we'll go check in with Ellie. Or check in with Ellie and Wander. Drum's doing Godric right now in order that'll get him DLC access. Ooh, Wanderer missed the jump over to grab the Grace and had to quit out. He just jumped a little bit too early. God, we'll get the supersonic race music. We'll get. I know you guys want it. We'll get the supersonic race music. Don't worry. We do need to also get. We need a donation. Let's raise some money for charity this game.
Yeah, I want to see that supersonic racing on the donation, actually. Let's race to 8,500 so I can do, what was it again? All bosses randomized.
Rando. Yeah. All right, Helios is going to move to the bottom left here. We're going to go ahead and go full screen here with Ellie and Wander. Wait. There we go.
Thou who approacheth destined death.
I will not have it stolen from me again. As Helios marks Loretta there.
Five. And he gets a bit of a stall move.
Oh, he's in trouble. Ellie healed at a... Ellie, get him back in the loop. Ellie very well could get double sniped here. Yeah, Wander's already in phase 2. Dude, yeah. This is not the cleanest Malekith from Ellie, and Wander's having a very clean fight. And DP's doing DP things. Ooh, Vortex comes out, and Wander gets out of it. Very nice.
Very tight there.
And there's a stack, and yeah, that'll do it. There's a snipe there. Ellie's not gonna be happy.
Yeah. Still needs to finish the fight though to go into the JLC and contest the rest.
Yeah, she does. We'll go ahead and go full screen with her. Ooh, I thought she was gonna get hit by that double swing.
Yeah, this is very close.
She rolled very late. Oh, and she's out of heals.
No, yeah, no flasks.
Also, the players do get flash rewards as they progress. So when you hit DLC access, aka when you kill 2 remembrances, or whenever you get Altus access, you get a boost to your flask. You get 3 Sacred Tears for Altus and then 5 for DLC access. As Ellie gets that down. But that double snipe puts them in a very rough spot.
That is
relatively.
true. That is true. However, like I pointed out, like Trump now is doing the Forge. In the Forge, you can get all the stones to upgrade your weapon +9 to +25, and that's what Trump is doing. With the goal, obviously, of having a weapon. See, Ellie already has that.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much she thinks she's behind on this, but the fact that she's running into back section indicates to me that she's thinking of blocking row 2 with the hinterlands Falling Star Beast, and being like a position to do Scadu Avatar later. And Strump, we don't know what like his first move is. Probably Red Bear boss, Growl base, given the Forge, because this Forge is Taylor's Forge, which positions you very well to Red Bear boss in Growl base. Actually, kind of a rush square of sorts. I tested it profusely, and it's faster with any weapon as long as you have Wild Strikes with Cold. It is faster to do it +9 than to come here, upgrade the weapon, and go do it. Trump decided to do this because, well, he needs to be prepared for the other bosses.
Oh, wait, hold up. It's Jack related, but not, it's not gonna show up here. SFP, that's so sweet. SFP's husband heard about the Jack cause and committed to donate $250 monthly to Jack. That's so sweet. That's so sweet.
That's
SFP.
amazing.
That's so
amazing.
Sweet. That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you to your husband. Thank you. That's awesome. All right, now we're going to see the other Loretta. This is Wonder going for Scorp Charms here.
Not only, also Lord bosses.
Yeah.
Best Loretta, right?
The Onyx Lord.
This is one small modification that we... Magic Scorpion Charm is easily accessed now. You can buy it from Pedia.
Ooh. Rambler, I might need you to leave the call and come back. You're roboting. See if that fixes it. What he was saying is that Magic Scorp Charm is available at Pidia to make it more accessible and have more options. You there, Rambler? Rambler? We may have lost Rambler.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Sorry about the robotic things.
It might have been on me. Honestly. But yeah, we were getting like every other word, so I was like, I know what he's saying. I'll say it real quick.
Okay, so we see like this is a very unpredictable game as of right now. Helios and Wonder are kind of like going in their own path. It might end up getting decided by the prioritization in the GLC. Trump now has a fully upgraded weapon, so he's on equal foots on that. But Ellie has the Grace in Shadow Keep.
Yeah. And it looks like Trump is going for Red Bear and Rao base.
Which will be his second boss with Wolf, Lion, Hippo, or Bear in the name.
Yeah.
As he already has the Red Wolf killed from the rush to Renala.
Yeah. And that's a square that's because not doing Renala, actually, Ellie really can't contest that, or it's very hard for her to contest at least. And she's actually pushing into Altus. Probably looking at Graven Ghost, yeah.
Helios is going for the friendly NPCs.
I think when was Strump's last mark? I mean, Strump's last mark was Strump double mark Catacombs and Limgrave bosses 20 minutes ago. So they're probably they might be worried that they're completely sunk on the 2 DLC squares on that line. So they feel like they have to send Ellie to go get Graven Ghost maybe a little earlier than they would have wanted. In order to block that, because yes, bingos don't automatically win, but this league and this game is close enough that we haven't had a single team all season that's won while getting bingoed, right? Unless there's a double bingo. Meanwhile, Helios there, I don't know what just happened to him.
Just bad jump there. Now the thing is, wonder his deaths to the Colossal Finger Creeper ended up like deceiving Tank and Top into thinking that maybe, just maybe, Wonder has Rodon killed, right? Because the BBK mark was kind of like late.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah, here is the thing, chat. You know, we are getting close to our very heavy hitting goals. Harv shaving his beard, tattoos, me shaving my head. And trust me, I want to shave my head. But we need to get 15k raised.
Yeah. I want the second challenge.
And
as well,
you know, obviously we're not going to get 10k raised at once. But you know, hey, if you guys want me to do dumb stuff, I'll do dumb things for 10. I'll do dumb things for $10. You know what? Trump just died to regalia.
Oh my God, Trump! You did Senesax first try with the Blood Fiend's fork. What the hell is wrong?
I mean, I will say maybe the player more mistakes this game than I think we've seen in a long time. Like I wonder if maybe obviously all of these guys are very involved in the charity event, right? So maybe we're just not as locked in as they would hope, right? It's been a big week for all of us, right? To prepare for this event and have it go off, right? Yeah, so it's possible their players are a little tired and just a little not 100% right now.
Yes. That being said, who is like much tired is the Draconic Tree Sentinel. Poor guy cannot resist the Death's Poker.
Trump just died again.
Oh my God. Now the funny thing is, like during this whole time, you don't like Ellie doesn't know like what the hell is going on. Maybe I'm behind on every square. Got the Barbarian is going for hippos, I believe.
The one thing I will say is I think Wander and Strump are very good. Like Ellie and Helios have kind of cruised. Like I don't mean cruised, but like Wander and Strump have shown an ability to bounce back from games where they make a lot of mistakes and still win. Right?
That is true.
We haven't really seen that from Ellie and Helios as much. And
Helios fucked up the strategy there.
Well, I don't think it's gonna matter.
No.
Yeah, that first both is just dead.
And like both are doing. Oh, here, dude.
Who are two? What?
No, the Bofa wasn't dead. He just had to go and kill him for good.
Oh, I didn't realize the buff wasn't dead.
But there. Yeah, no, now,
There goes
now he
Bova
cannot do
Duo. Wander's
anything.
making his
Yeah.
way to capital here. We'll go back with Strum.
Yeah, he's going for those Lord bosses and sewer mode. Well, they're going for like the nice synergy bosses here.
And Ellie's going for Hippo. Is she thinking?
I think 3 hippos is the
Yeah,
target.
because
not,
it's so hard to do
Red
Wolf
Bear.
Lion Bear Hippo when you didn't do Renala, right? There goes Red Bear and Rao base. Ellie's fighting the Hippo. We'll go with Ellie. And Womp Womp's up 8-7. Thing is, there's really no. Sometimes there's kind of clear lines where it's like, oh, you send one player here and one player here, clean up this prio, right? And then that's a GG. No, this is still 50-50. This is still
Yeah, it's
maybe
very like,
yeah, tight.
like,
There's not a winning line assuming perfect execution, right?
No. Like Ellie has back section advantage. Strump is not going for it. He's going for the Ancestral Knight and balls, I think. No, he's actually going for the hippo.
And meanwhile, Helios here is cleaning up mountaintop snowfield bosses. Or I guess continuing.
Yeah, he has
one, right?
Borealis and Crusader.
Oh, right,
this is
Crusader,
third.
Crusader. All right, he gets that down. Yeah, because there's no synergy here, just whatever's fastest, right?
Well, there is synergy. Surmug. Oh, you mean
No,
for
for
snowfields?
mountaintops, yeah.
Oh yeah. This is I think I don't like this from Helios actually, because he's not really contesting the rest of the board now. Like everything that is left is kind of on Ellie's plate now. Like Lord bosses, for example, like you probably want to pair that with Dragon Lord Placidusax.
Anonymous.
Ellie already made the trip.
Anonymous, thank you so much for the $10 donation. Thank you.
Thanks
Thank you
for
so
the
much
bucks.
for your generous donation to Jack. And again, Jack is, you know, we've talked about it a lot, and I'm sure I'll talk about it more tonight. Like, mental health is just such a important thing. Like, I generally speaking, like, I don't know if I would be here. Like, I definitely would not be dreaming like with this wonderful community, but like, I don't know if I'd be here, if you know what I mean, without mental health help. And the work that Jack does is just so big, because so many of us just suffer in silence, right? Because we don't even know to ask for help, right? Or know to get help. And Jack working to end the stigma around mental health and create a mentally healthy world where we don't have to suffer is just so big. We see Strump here on the hippo, and Wander's going for Surmug. The one fight where DP is not quite as DP, but it's still gonna DP.
I don't know. DP don't care.
That is true. DP don't care.
It kind of cares here.
I mean, there's just no status, right?
Mm-hmm.
There goes Strump. We'll go check in with Wander for Surmug.
Now, will Trump just finish with the red, with the Room Bear?
Yeah, of course. And kind of lucky for him that he's choosing to do this now rather than contest hippos, because he would just get sniped on it. Because Ellie's doing fast hippos, right? No reason to go south. You just go to the basin. And Helios is going to get sniped here on Surmug.
Unless he's thinking of trying to contest Lord bosses, which he's also at a disadvantage of, and that's why I didn't like finishing the snow feuds.
Yeah, because he is just in a terrible position for every square left on the board.
Yeah, even like, oh, when he dies.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Moog, the Omen, is about to die as well.
Yeah, Wanderer and Trump have just done a much better job of positioning themselves to both have access to squares left, right? Wander still has Plassey, right? Lord bosses potentially. And
And now
Strump
it's
has a
time for Blasi, I would say. For like Ellie needs to finish the hippos. There's no way around that because of the line. Especially after this mark by Strump.
yeah.
If Wonder goes Dragon Lord, he gets one Lord boss. He already has access to two others.
Yeah, and just where
being,
does Helios go? Like Ellie can continue to contest stuff, but I feel like Ellie basically is going to be playing 2v1 here. I don't know if Helios can be good for much more than maybe one square here the rest of the game. Being honest.
Yeah, I think the mistake here, like obviously if you get Malikev, it doesn't look like that, like it's that bad, right? But it actually wouldn't change much in terms of like this particular position right now, because you still showcase your position. And in the particular case, like Helios is unable to contest anything in the GLC because none of the squares he did have anything to do with Remembrance. So, meanwhile, Wonder could do it. Like after getting Malik F and Blasi, he can do it, right? So, I think this is a very tough spot for Tengen Top, and they would have like basically they would need like some mistakes here by Wonder, like Placido Sex becomes a possibility for Ellie.
Yeah, it just where does Helios? Like he's just going for DLC, but Trump is about to get
so.
Ventus Troll Knight and Bowls. So what are you going for? Scattertree Avatar?
Which actually is the purview of Ellie because she already did that section run.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think Helios just being completely out of this game is going to kill him.
And I mean, Wonder knows how to this fight. Like it's like he has a great weapon for it, and he has the vigor that like prevents him from like dying there, right? Like Blasi is very difficult to do with low vigor, but when you have this level of damage and you have this health bar, it's just like sitting ducks there for Ghost Flame Ignition to do its work.
Also, guys, make sure to stick around as we also still have two other great events this evening. Next up, we have the Holy Sport of Ringus, Rando plus Bingo. It is well, it's the Holy Sport because you need to get lucky. We'll put it that way. As Ellie's going for Plassey now. Bingo Thon, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. Welcome in, everyone. We're doing this is Elden Squares Season 3 Bingo action. We're in the one of the final weeks of the season, or the final week of the season, as this game here, Ellie and Helios need to win here to secure the number 2 overall seed and get a first round bye in the playoffs, and they are up against it. Meanwhile, Wander and Strump, they are guaranteed the 4 seed, but looking to close out their season on a high note as they go into the playoffs here.
Actually, they're getting the 3 seed now.
Do they get the
because they will be 6-3, same as Tank and Top, but they have the tiebreaker.
Oh wow, yeah, you're right. You are right. They're gonna move to the 3 seed.
Not that it matters that much. Like 5 and 6 are also very strong teams.
Yeah, I mean the biggest thing was getting those 2 first round buys, right?
Yeah, and that's over for Tank top. Time complexity will go with it. And they will wait the winners of the first round in the playoffs. And Plassi is just sitting dead there. Like, there's nothing Plassi can do.
Yeah, and there goes the snipe. And now they're just one square away. Chat, let's get some. Can we get a donation here? Let's get some.
Let's end it on the
let's end it on a
highest
high
of
note here.
notes.
As this now sets us up for the final 2 games of the season. Well, your game. We have one more game that's not a part of this weekend. That is PBD. But tomorrow we have a big day of all bingo tomorrow. So Crucible bingo at 10 a.m. followed by the 2 bingo all-stars game. So that'll be Helios and Wander again. They'll be teaming up with V-Swed and NPT. They'll be playing 1 game with the Bingo Brawler Season 5, right? They're on 5. 5, yes. Format. And then 1 game with the Elden Square Season 3 format. Then we'll have the Golden Order game, the Battle for Europe, between Sirius for Crash and Iron and Typin, France versus Germany. And then finally, we will have the final game of the season and the biggest game of the regular season, as Thomas and Yebe will be playing ASIM and Nexus. That game is very simple. If you win, you are in the playoffs, and if you lose, you are going home.
Exactly. It's gonna be the final game and the final spot.
Yeah, and that'll set us up for a great playoffs, which we don't know the matchups yet, but the playoffs will start next weekend. So very excited for that. And there we have $10 there from Anonymous. Thank you for the anonymous donation. Thank you. Yeah, we gotta figure out something there. Thank you so much, Anonymous, for the dono. Thank you. We really appreciate it. And again, this whole weekend has just been so incredible. Like I knew how incredible our community was, but to see us all band together and just do an amazing thing for an amazing cause is peak.
It's been an amazing weekend, and it's not over. It's actually only halfway done, basically.
Yeah, only this is actually the midpoint, right? Game 8 of 15.
Exactly. Wonder is going now for his final Lord Boss,
Yeah, and that'll do it.
which is Godfrey, first Elden Lord.
Yeah, I mean,
Also
obviously in
known
this
as
game,
Gold-free or Peace-free.
Jamie, thank you so much for the 25. Thank you, Jamie. You're the best. Thank you all so much for all the support. We really do appreciate it. Thank you. You're the best. And you know, all this money is going to be doing amazing work.
It's
For Jack.
huge.
Huge thank you. All right, so we'll go in with Wander here as he's going to be looking to end the game here with Godfrey. This is his final Lord Boss, right? Yeah.
Yes.
And a big win for Wamp as, yeah, they actually do claim the 3 seed.
Womp womp.
And so this means that obviously they have to get past the first round, but the path to the finals will be clear, right? Ellie and Helios will have to go through Cronies and Lemon. Meanwhile, Wander and Strump will have to go through Ty and Shura if they are to win. And that's assuming they get through their first round.
Because there's no receding after.
Yeah, no reseeding. And there it is. There is the final Lord Boss in the end of the game. What a great game. Well, I mean, very like that's. I feel like typical Wander and
Unconventional
Strump
board.
at this point, where it's like they they have some mistakes early, but then they pull it back and just play really clean. Right, that's just so
Exactly,
typical of them. Like there are 4 teams in this league that have kind of separated themselves in the standings, right? It was Wamp, Expedition 25, Wamp, Tank and Top, Time Complexity, and Budget Hit List, right? And I feel like of those 4 teams, Wamp have shown the best ability, the best resilience, right? In terms of when games don't go right, they just find a way to win. Very impressive.
Yes, I would agree with that. They wump everybody.
Wamp. Remember, do you want to get your camera up here?
Actually, I think I need some time because I'm gonna be doing Ringus.
Oh, okay. That is fine. I can do it by myself. I'm glad you liked it, Pop. I'm glad you liked it. And yeah, we have big games tomorrow and then playoffs next weekend. So we'll go to the post game screen, and we'll bring our players in for post match interview. Rambler, you need to practice for Ringus, so if we need to say goodbye to you, that is completely okay. We will see you.
Goodbye, folks.
Goodbye.
Sorry.
I know you guys are stuck with this bozo. I'm sorry. We don't have Dr. Rambler PhD anymore. All right, let me pull the players in here.
I'm here.
Oh, hi, Jay.
GG's, everybody.
Oh, welcome in, Jay. Oh, right, you're here.
It was a more even thing.
Jay is replacing Dr. Rambler PhD. Welcome in, Jay. And welcome in, everyone. GG's.
GG's.
GG.
It was Wanderer's Trump. I feel like that was like a very, I mean, in a way typical, because maybe not typical, but like you guys are just so good at like if stuff doesn't go right, like you just find a way. You have the resilience and you find a way to get it done there. Why do you guys think you're so good at that?
It's no clue, if I'm honest with you. It feels like a lot of our wins have come from tough starts, but like I think we're good at like identifying what's gonna get us back into the game pretty well. Like when I was behind going the earlier BBK Malekith just to catch up on the power that I had lost on the runes and like basically everything I knew I was behind on. But honestly, I don't know. I really don't know how we like always manage to find a way to keep our heads in it. This one was particularly rough for a little bit there, but
yeah, I mean to be fair, I think it probably felt worse than it was because the good news is you were just kind of immediately dying to the hand, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
That was a dumb call from me. I don't know why I thought that would work.
Well, I mean, regardless, you were able to reel it back though, and now you guys obviously move into the playoffs on a high note. And actually, I lied, or I had a misjudgment. So you guys move to the 3. You guys will get the 3 seed here.
Oh no way!
Yeah, because of the way that it works out, you guys will get the 3 seed. So that means that you will play because you have the tiebreaker over Tank and Top, right? So we don't know who you'll play in the first round yet, but that means your path will be through Sci-Fi and Shura if you do win a first round game to get to the finals. How are you guys feeling?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, honestly, this win feels really, really good. This was the team I was personally the most scared of as like an overall team. So getting the dub is a pretty good like morale booster to be like, okay, we can compete against one of the teams, if not the team I'm the most scared about against. Obviously, Shura and Sai are going to be horrifying, but I don't even want to think that far ahead because we'll have one game to play beforehand, so I'm not even going to think about that matchup until it's time.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like, you know, Shura and Sai are scary, Lemon and Cronies are scary, and so are everyone as well as Bofadis, and then whether it's Expedition 25 or Tower Princesses, right? No matter what, it's gonna be difficult, right?
We don't have a free path, so it just doesn't feel like thinking ahead doesn't even feel fair because there's no one in this playoff spot that I want to play. I want to play against all of them, but if I were just solely based off of winning, I wouldn't feel comfortable against literally any team in playoffs anyway. So I think just one match at a time.
And Ellie and Helios, thank you so much for playing. Great to see you guys play as always. I know it didn't go your way, but you guys have been so involved in the charity event, right? And we're doing a wonderful thing. So I know you're probably a little frustrated, right? And you have every right to
Yeah,
be.
I'm fucking irate.
Yeah, I figured.
Hearing my opponent fucking die, and that's why I get sniped 4 times this game is, it's
I
fine.
figured,
It's what
but
it
it's
is. This
okay.
format's so fucking volatile, and that's why we have best of 3s for playoffs. That's all I'll say about it, I think. But like 1 hit away from Colossal Hand, I actually think I'm pretty tight in Mover's Advantage. I get sniped on Malekith. I get sniped on Scorpion Charms, and then I get sniped on Classy. I have no other choice but to go for it. So I don't know. It is what it is. I mean, that's how the game works. But no deaths. I played pretty well. I feel fine about overall how I played. But the Bloodhound Knight snipe was a snipe. I snapped the emote when you marked it.
Yeah.
Strump, so yeah. I mean, it just is what it is. That's one question I had, Strump. Where were you in your deal, like your Altus access pathway, when you ported back to do the Bloodhound Knight square?
I think I don't remember. I think I had Margit dead. Yeah, I think I had Margit dead.
Yeah.
He had no Altus, Ellie.
Okay, I was in Precipice, the first safety grace you get before the elevator. And then I warped back, and yeah, like I said, I snapped the emote, and then you marked the square. So.
Yeah, I died out to a
was-
crab on the way to Bloodhound Knight in my rush opening.
Yeah, I have no words.
Well, thank you guys
But hey,
so
it's fine.
much.
Playoffs are best of 3 for a reason because of restriction to decide
Yeah.
playoffs. I'm pretty pissed to decide our seeding. So it is what it is.
Yeah, well, thank you guys so much for playing. And we are going to be prepping for the holy sport of Ringus.
Oh boy, I'm on that too, eh? Am I co-commentating that?
If here, Ellie, let's
I just need 5 minutes, and then I'll be fine. I need 5 minutes. They played well. I'm fine. I'm
Ellie,
just annoyed.
Ellie, we'll do this.
I'm with you. I didn't even want to pregame on the game against. Was it you?
No, Cyan Shura, I think. The last game you played,
Yeah.
or Dino Deutz, the last game you guys played.
Maybe that's the one, the Dino and Deutz. I was like, I just don't even want to come in. And then literally 5 minutes later, I'm like, okay, you guys killed it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you guys played well
I
overall. It
get
sounds
it.
like you found a way
No,
to
I
come
get it.
back, so there's not to take away from that. But getting sniped that many times in a row is
I
like
know.
it's unplayable. Like
It is volatile.
Yeah, it's
that.
very,
That's
it's very
probably the perfect
frustrating. So-
adjective to use because you're right.
But I'm happy you
Mhm.
guys won, and I'm excited for the next
Yeah.
weekend, whatever that looks like. So it'll be good. And then this weekend's still good. And I'm glad that people are still doing obviously everything we're doing. I'll cheer up in like 5 minutes, I promise, chat.
No,
I'll be
here,
good for Ringus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a very competitive person, so I'm very annoyed now, but I'll be
Of
fine in
course.
5 minutes.
Okay,
Like,
yeah,
take the
we'll-
Of course,
first-
wait till you watch back and see Wander just dying over and over to the hand. You'll be irate.
Oh, I can't, man. I almost fucking hit listed.
That was fun.
Yeah, your frustration's very valid.
Yep.
But it's all good. It is what it is. GG's,
So
guys. GG's. You played well.
GG's.
All the same.
GG's.